What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell by the title, I bought a dad car. Here is my new to me 2000 Infiniti qx4. I've actually had this car for about 4 months now, and the reason that I bought it is because I don't know if a lot of you guys are following me on Instagram or not, but I recently had a baby. Well, me and my wife did. So I needed something to drive around that was going to be comfortable, had good AC, and was going to be problem free for a while. So this is why I bought this vehicle. I bought it for $2,700 and it only has 95,000 miles. And I'll be honest, this vehicle doesn't look the nicest, but that's not something that really matters to me. I just want something to drive around that is gonna be comfortable and has all those features like I mentioned. And like I said, this vehicle checks all those boxes. It does have a low mileage engine and it runs and drives really good. I've had it for about 4 months now and I've almost put 2,000 miles on it. So I have been driving it quite a bit. And during that time, I've had some issues. Mainly, I blew a tire here on the front. So I had to get that replaced. I'll be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of these wheels. So later on, I might change them up. But for now, that's how the vehicle is gonna look. Aside from some scratches on the paint and some flaking of the clear coat, overall, the car is not in terrible shape. The inside is that tan beige color, and for the most part, it's in pretty good shape. The seats are not torn. Really, this is probably the worst one here, and that is not terrible. The rear of the vehicle here, the rear seats are actually in pretty good shape as well. Nothing really to write home about. Something that this car has that a lot of vehicles don't have is high beam adjustment. So if you move this dial up and down, it moves the high beam lens to adjust it. And it also has auto retract for the seat here. So if I were to get out and I was fat or whatever, the seat will go back so that I can easily get in and out. So I have that off because I don't really need it. It has that fake wood trim all around, and I actually am a fan of the steering wheel. It feels very nice and smooth. This is a dad car, guys, so it's not, it's not for me to show off or anything like that. I just want to be comfortable. I don't want to be scraping around everywhere I go. So everything is in pretty good shape in here. Cold AC, like I said, and yeah, 95,000 miles. Let me go ahead and show you. So right now it has actually 96,000 miles, almost 97, because I've put almost 2,000 miles in it. Since I've had this vehicle for about 4 months now, I've done some experimenting with mobile work. So this vehicle I've been using for kind of like mobile mechanic work. So there was a time that I had a toolbox in the back of here and I was going out to people and fixing their vehicles at their homes when they were broken down. And I did make a good amount of money. I think I pretty much made back the cost of the vehicle. So this one costed me $2,700 and I think I made that back in about a month or so that I was working as a mobile mechanic. So not too bad. And like I said, the vehicle is not gonna win any awards for styling or anything like that, but I personally do not care about that. For those that don't know, this vehicle actually has a 3.5 DE engine, kind of the same thing that you will find in a Nissan 350Z or a G35. The only difference between this engine and the 350Z engine is that this is kind of like an older style of VQ35DE. As you can tell, the plenum is made different because this vehicle is like an off-roading type of car, so it has different purposes. So the intake manifold is set up so that it can give you the best torque and power for the size of the vehicle. So in theory, technically, I could probably put a 350Z intake plenum on and headers and all that stuff, technically. And I did think about putting those things on this vehicle, but I quickly kind of turned those ideas down because I did not want to go down the rabbit hole. But yeah, if you look hard enough, you will find a lot of similarities with the DE engine. The intake manifold is a little bit different. The intake is different. It has a lot of vacuum lines because there's a lot of actuators and stuff that are needed for this type of setup. Overall, this vehicle has been a lifesaver. I've been able to do so many things that I have not been able to do with the limitations of my other cars. Like I said, I did that mobile side hustle for a bit, and I did make some money. I've been able to pick up furniture, toolboxes, and I've been able to, put those in the back of the car. Whereas before I could not do that because obviously you can't put anything in the back of a G35 Coupe. This vehicle has been bulletproof for these last 4 months that I've owned it, but it definitely needs some maintenance. So I need to install some parts on this vehicle that I will be installing in the next video if you guys want me to record and show you guys. But pretty much to summarize it, I'm gonna be putting new suspension on it, new lower control arms, sway bar links, inner and outer tie rods, possibly some wheel bearings, just to make everything solid. Because like I said, this car is gonna be my dad's car, so I need it to be running and driving in good shape. And as you guys can see, this wheel right here is kind of tilted a little bit to the left, and that is because I think it needs a wheel bearing on that side and shocks. So I am gonna be doing some maintenance on this car. If you guys want me to record it and show you guys, definitely let me know in the comment section below so that I can record that process and show you guys. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much gonna wrap up my video of my new to me 2000 Infiniti QX4. I had to buy an Infiniti, you guys already know. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys want to see more videos on this car. It's a dad car, pretty boring, but there is some maintenance that might be helpful to others that are trying to do the same thing. I still have my Infiniti G20, I still have a lot of my cars, but this one I just feel like it meets my needs a little bit better than the other cars. So definitely stay tuned. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.